Yo! Video games.
Donkey Kong Country 2, this is the worst one.
Donkey Kong.
Pimp Daddy.
But this is where you get someone to
Steve
wing
at
their way on
gmail.com?
platforms.
Yeah.
You sent it to pimpdaddysteve@gmail.com, right, Max?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
That's the one I sent it to.
Oops.
Young fan, thank you.
Okay. All right, children, you gonna play this game.
Listen, kids, if you don't play Diddy's Kang Quest, you're not getting dinner tonight.
Yeah. Beat 3 levels.
Three levels of Diddy's Conquest without taking any damage, and I'll give you dinner.
Yep. Like my kids.
Listen, kids.
My kids couldn't get to Kintaro. They got no supper.
Yep. That's how it works. They don't get to sleep that night.
Yep.
No sleepy. Only Kintaro.
Oh. Oh.
What are the chances of them making a DK in this style again, Simmons?
I mean, they have.
Never. They'll never make one and make another sequel after.
Damn.
I don't know what you mean by style. I mean like with CG, pre-rendered sprites.
Assets.
Like, would they ever make like a 3D Donkey Kong like this again, where you like are platforming like it's a 2D game, but it's beautiful 3D characters animated very well? They won't do that.
Nope.
They won't also make a sequel to that a few years later, and then re-release it again. You know, on they'll never do that, ever. And if they do, they're stupid.
And they hate money.
Yep.
Max did not enjoy this DK.
I didn't like this one. Too much scrolling levels. Every other level, I swear to God, was a level that was an auto-scroller, and I hate them. Stop it.
Pretty soon, Simmons gonna get this land. Well, not pretty soon. Maybe 2 years from now. Well, it'll be in Japan.
2 years in Japan, 3 out here.
Oh yeah, 3. Maybe 3 years before it opens up in Florida.
Yeah.
3 or 4, maybe.
3 from now. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all the foundation work is done.
Simmons gonna move out there.
Oh.
It's coming to Florida first, right?
Yeah.
Japan gets it in 24. Florida gets it in 25.
Shit.
Yeah, because the new park.
Still on that fucking roller coaster.
Damn. Diddy's a rapper.
Right? So cool.
P. Diddy.
Mm.
Epic Universe, yeah.
Bananas and sex.
That was from the first game.
I wonder what.
I think.
How the progress is going in Japan right now. Because a lot of foundation work is done in Epic Universe.
I, I saw something recently from Japan. They've already got like the big
They had the tracks there.
like the structure of like the big temple face is up.
Yeah.
So, what is Epic Universe? Is this a new land?
It's the
In
third.
the third Universal Park, or technically 4th because they have a water park
Yeah, that's
in
true.
in Orlando?
in Orlando. Yeah.
Correct.
So, is it just going to be nothing but Fast and the Furious rides?
Yes.
No, it's that's where they're getting their Nintendo World.
Yeah.
That's where they're sticking it.
Yeah, and that's where
Because you got to make you pay for a new thing. You can't stick the new thing.
Because they're trying to take away the multi-park experience away from Disney.
Yeah. They already kind of have it.
Yeah.
To be really honest, I don't know what the hell they're doing. The Islands of Adventure and whatever the hell the other one is, Universal. You know.
Yeah, Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, and now they're coming out with the third park is gonna be pretty lit. It's gonna have you'll love it because it'll have Burke.
yeah, How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, that's where all the How to Train Your Dragon stuff is going.
Yeah.
Yep. Gonna have Burke.
Universal Monsters and then a Ministry of Magic area.
Yeah, and then Nintendo.
Nintendo Land. Yeah. And sort of like, their center mainland. But that's center land, just the middle part. That's where they're gonna have
There's Big City Walk.
well, they're also gonna have this big dueling coaster. Like a big expensive launch coaster with like 2 tracks. like a race, kind of like Dueling Dragons, I guess. We got fucked up on that ride. You know what I mean?
You rode it back.
It was great. We rode each side, went back in line, rode the other side, like one back to back, and oh yeah, like we're pretty fucking dizzy now, boys. Not feeling great. I mean, it was a great ride. I think it's actually like it's a pretty damn intense suspended roller coaster.
Yeah.
But
I don't think the new one's gonna be suspended. I think it's gonna be like Maverick. I think.
I'm down with that. Maverick was crazy.
For what land will it be in?
The middle one.
Oh, it's in the middle land. Okay.
Like I don't know what the center.
We went to Cedar Point when 2018. I think that was 2018.
Yeah, 2018.
Definitely not 2019 because it wasn't the same year that the pandemic started.
Panoramic now.
It's over 99,000. Thank you, dude.
Crazy to think that was 2018. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was actually 4 years ago. Was the last time we went to
Cedar Point.
Cedar Point and Galloping Ghost.
Never went to Universal. Yeah, I mean, Universal's okay. Universal's mid. It's gonna take Super Mario World to make it decent theme park.
I really like Island of Adventure.
Oh yeah,
And even regular Universal Hollywood, actually, well, Universal Florida, I think is what it's called.
it's 1,000 times better than ours.
It's good, you know. I enjoyed both places.
Mm-hmm.
What is the scariest coaster?
Magnum Force, Millennium Force.
Millennium Force was pretty scary.
Yeah, I think it was like 90 miles an hour.
But I'd say the scariest coaster, just based on the raw thrill
I know
of
what
it.
you're talking about.
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider at Knott's Berry Farm, Anaheim,
Yeah.
is a wooden roller coaster that'll scare the shit out of you.
Yeah.
You constantly feel like you're about to die.
You feel like you're about this coaster is going to fly off the track.
This thing's gonna fly off the track and we're all gonna die. Like every single turn is terrifying feeling.
Yeah.
Something about Ghost Rider is like really scary.
Yeah, it's intense as fuck.
It's a ride that wants you dead.
Yes, this thing is trying to kill us on every turn. Is what it feels like. Like
Yeah,
I've been on a lot of wooden roller coasters. That one is going way too fast. Like, put the brakes on, dude. Like there's several moments that were like that. We went on it at night, and it was easily the most scary roller coaster I've ever been on. I feared for my life the entire time.
Yeah.
They did their job.
Yeah, look, very effectively. And I've been on that ride a lot of times before when I was younger. I do not remember it being that way. I do not. I remember it being bumpy and kind of rough. And yes, it is bumpy and rough, but it felt way faster than it ever had been.
Apparently that was on purpose. There was like a redoing or a refurbishing.
Okay.
And yeah, they changed some of the way the track works or the whole system.
Jesus, man.
And yeah.
Ride is scary as shit.
Yeah, it really feels like it's...
I really did like...
slow down.
There's that one, it was called Valraven.
Valraven, yeah.
And then they have one at Knott's called Hang Time. I like that one, the dive coaster as they call it.
Yeah, those are good, but once you're done with like the big drop, you know, that's mostly it.
Yeah. For me, like the second one, I don't know if it's scary, but it's probably the most thrilling is Twisted Colossus.
Yeah, goddamn, I love Twisted Colossus. I'd argue Twisted Colossus is my favorite roller coaster of all time.
Same. That shit's insane.
We went on another ride that was kind of like it, like a hybrid.
Yeah. It wasn't as good. It was the one that was in a Cedar Point.
Yes, it was really intense.
Steel Vengeance.
But it was less fun.
Yeah.
You know, it was super intense, but I don't know if the intensity made it more enjoyable. I think Twisted Colossus and Six Flags LA is like, shit, man, that shit is awesome.
Yeah, it has a really fucking cool, like...
Great moments.
Yeah, great moments, great loops, great turns. It has where you go like this and you're upside down for like a half a second.
Yeah, and you're like dueling the other people next to you.
Yeah.
It's crazy cool. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff at Cedar Point I really like. We didn't get to go on everything either.
Yeah.
It was clear...
One we missed.
Yeah, there was like one
Gatekeeper.
big like kind of like standing coaster or
I
something.
don't think we
like,
missed that much with that ride though.
it didn't seem like we did.
Yeah, it was
you
kind of
know?
like, it was an older coaster. It was probably made in the 90s, so it was like,
It felt like that looks just like Riddler's Revenge. We're okay.
Yeah.
You know.
Next time, beat it with what's her name? I want to see her outro.
Dixie?
Yeah.
Easy mode.
I just want to see our outro.
But I heard the 2 coasters in Universal are fucking awesome.
Great. That's awesome.
The what is it?
Hagrid's and
then the
Velociraptors.
Velociraptor. Yeah. Like, and what's crazy is like the Velociraptor is like the smoothest, quietest roller coaster ever. When they were testing it, you couldn't hear it.
It's an electric car coaster.
Yeah, it's an electric car. It's basically like kind of like a Tesla.
That's a great sound effect, by the way.
Yeah, because like, and they have the loudest coaster in the world, which is Superman, which like guards your fucking ears.
Yeah, that's Superman's gimmick, is that it's the loudest thing ever.
Yeah.
It's just really loud for the people who are under it when it's
I haven't been on that
by.
forever. I haven't been on Superman in a long time.
Well, it's changed over the years.
It's changed a lot, and
It's changed a lot.
and it never feels like it's worth the wait.
Yeah.
You know, whenever there is
Well,
wait.
lucky for
It
me,
was gonna be scary.
lucky for me, when I got there was no wait, so I just went right all the way through, all the way to the top, and I still felt disappointed. I was like,
Really? Even when it was going backwards?
the backwards wasn't scary because you don't see yourself falling, so it's not really that
there's 2
scary.
different ones. There's one when you shoot backwards, and then when you fall down, you're looking straight down.
Yeah. There's one, the one I did was when it was looking up when it was going down, so it wasn't.
That's the old one.
That's the old one. Yeah, they pretty much switched the way they switched the direction of the car.
Yeah.
And I think it was causing too much power to send people all the way up to the top. So when it first was there,
It never made it.
it never made it to the top. It was like halfway there. So Superman, I had
It was like
problems.
70% up the hill. Oh, there she goes.
So DK is the rapper and like the hip hop '90s kid.
It's literally like Parappa the Rapper and on Jammer Lammy.
It's true.
Literally is.
What ride do I miss? Oh, that's a good question. If we're talking about Cedar Point, Maverick was awesome. What a great ride that was.
I like Steel or Millennium Force. I think
Millennium Force was definitely an experience.
Yeah, like fuck.
That ride is like, holy shit, we are going so goddamn fast.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
You know what
That ride is pretty intense.
You know what ride I miss?
Huh.
Captain fucking Neo.
Captain EO?
It's not a ride, it's a show.
It's a
It's an
ride.
experience.
Bro, it drops once like 2 feet.
And that's a ride.
It's not a ride.
Captain EO?
Yeah.
Like the Michael show?
Yeah.
Drops? What?
It is a
Yeah,
little
it's a
Stage
drop.
goes,
It's a drop. It does like it does
oh.
a fucking thing.
Oh, when they crash.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's not a ride though.
It's a ride.
How?
It was awesome.
Well, the thing is, it was much different. In the 80s and 90s, it was a real...
It was an experience.
It was
yeah.
a super experience.
Yeah,
and, like,
super
people
rad.
were really into it. And just kind of like... People used to scream when, like...
I saw it before it left.
Yeah.
Like
You
it
get to
was
see
the
it one more
last-
time.
Yeah, because it came back after he died.
Yeah.
And then it just stuck around for a couple of years. I think the last time before it took off was 2010, and I saw it when I was on honeymoon with JJ in Orlando, and we went to Disney World. It was still there. We were like, oh wow, and it was like, yeah, last week. Like,
Damn.
holy shit.
The last time was when you took me to see it.
Was it? Did they
That was
also-
after. That
Oh,
was long
something.
after you were married.
Maybe yeah. Maybe you're right.
Oh,
I
really?
haven't
It
gone
was
to Busch
later.
Gardens in
It's a
years,
mummy
people.
ride now? Like, wow, that's not even relevant anymore. So I was like, what the
A
fuck?
mummy ride?
Yeah, it's a mummy ride now.
What?
There's
The-
no ride there.
There's no ride.
Somebody says it's a mummy ride in
No,
the chat. Oh, okay.
it's
I guess they're wrong.
it was like
Damn,
a-
chat, you're a liar.
Honey Shrunk the Kids 5 or some shit.
Yeah, that was whack, bro.
I went on that.
Yeah.
I watched
Like,
that.
like,
Galaga, Small World, you talking about your dick?
I missed a lot of rides at Six Flags Magic Mountain. It's been a long time since I've been to Magic Mountain. Like a hell of
Street
a
Fighter
long time.
5 was
Pretty much, it's
you know,
we're not even talking
going to come out.
2015 type shit. And yeah, I like that one ride that like shoots you off at the
E.T.
start
became the mummy ride, yeah.
that we went on like late at night. It has the big
Yeah,
ass
I'm
loop.
with you. I miss the People Mover. People Mover is dope. It needs it. It needs something to just go and chill.
Spider has too many frames of animation.
He's got sneakers on.
Well, the
so he's
mummy's
cool.
crazy in Orlando, not so much in LA. The mummy in LA is mid.
Yeah, I love that ride. I like really themed coasters.
Yeah.
E.T. is still in Florida. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
We went on it. It was terrible.
Oh, it's
It
contractually
was
obligated to
so
stay.
bad. Like it's just sitting in a corner and nobody goes on it. I could not believe like that was you want a crazy like nostalgia fest, like I went on ET when it came out.
Yeah.
And oh my god, like in like the early 90s, right when it was a new ride, the smells and everything were the same.
Oh yeah,
so it's like
the queue.
Shit.
And it smell?
Yeah, the ride had a
because you go
very
through the
distinct
forest.
smell.
Let's go through a pine forest.
Yes, yeah, it had like a fake pine smell. Oh my god, man, that ride was a trip.
You know, it'll always be there because it's
Terrible ride though.
It's kind of contractually obligated to be there by Steven Spielberg.
I remember we were still talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he'll throw a fit if they try to get rid of it completely.
Yeah, so it's always got to stay there.
I'm like, where the fuck was
It
this?
says your name.
It's in like the kids area
Where-
in Florida.
Where was this? Where
For
was
Back to the
this?
Future.
For Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where was all this animosity for Back to the Future? Come on!
Yeah.
All this fervor.
Go on a fucking Simpsons.
And you know
ride?
what's
It wasn't his baby.
and you know what's
his
crazy? They
baby.
could have literally done what they did for Star Tours
Yeah.
and given Back to the Future more multiple like
Oh, yeah,
timelines he could
scenarios,
have gone to. Like he could have gone to like you know like just way more like medieval, like sometime in the medieval or going into the Wild West and like 3 or 4 more and randomize it just
Yeah.
like Star Tours. That would have been fucking perfect.
Oh, it's my
Have
baby.
y'all got X2? Yes, X2 is at Six Flags.
X2 is pretty fucking.
We went on
crazy.
it last time we went there,
Yeah.
and it was good. It was definitely better, but still like kind of a painful because we were there with Hawk that time, and you caught his hat. Somebody caught his hat.
Caught
His hat, yeah.
His hat,
It's good.
He was wearing his hat and it flew off.
It's
I'm
just
like,
it's a kind of like a painful ride, in general. And things are allowed to be intense and not feel like, oh god, like Jesus
Terminator's
Christ.
gone, bro. They made Terminator into the world's like worst ride, the Minion ride.
Oh, is that what they did with that in Orlando?
Oh no, and here in LA, like it's a Minion ride.
Well,
and,
they,
like,
they also had T2, the 3D experience in Orlando.
That got replaced with the Jason Bourne stunt show.
Yeah, but I heard,
Oh, that doesn't
I heard
sound
the
good.
Jason Bourne stunt show's pretty legit.
Oh, that sounds okay.
It's my baby.
Yes.
Damn,
I lost my hat.
the Minions ride. Yeah, it's just. Oof. Yeah, but that's right. That's why Green Lantern's gone. It's one of the world's worst rated coasters.
Yeah, like
The Green Lantern? Oh,
Yeah.
the one in Six Flags.
Yeah, I never rode it.
Yeah, you couldn't go on it if you're a certain
Certain
height.
height too.
Yeah, if you were over 6'2", you couldn't go on it. It was like, well, fuck you.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me on it. I was like, damn, it's
It
crazy.
was too tall.
Yeah, it was way too tall.
What?
Ooh, the Shrek ride? Well, that's gone, but
Oh.
it's gone in Orlando. That was awful.
We're not talking about rides like morbing time. Thank you.
Hey.
We're not talking about rides we don't like or like attractions we don't like. One thing that always disappointed the shit out of me, and we waited a while for it when I went in 2010 to Disney World. I think this was at Hollywood Studios. The goddamn Indiana Jones stunt show.
Oh,
Absolutely, I had just genuinely disliked it.
not Tiff
Or Jorge.
or Jorge.
Not Tip or Jorge. Thank you.
Well, that's a lot of other people in the world.
Was that Brunty? The Edit Squad? The Edalami? The Edit Illuminati?
Shrek 4D was
Ooh.
recently closed in Orlando.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's literally probably one of the worst. Like, if I had to, like,
You fall on purpose, Simmons?
yeah.
Not that time.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Shrek was just. Oh, but you know what? Oh, Austin. Hey, Austin Knight. You
Hey,
know what?
Austin.
You know what? You know what's the new worst attraction now, Max?
What?
The Fast and Furious.
Oh, the one that's the tram ride.
Yeah, and now it's its own ride in
Orlando?
In Orlando, yeah, and it's easily.
Apparently, like, they didn't even add anything to it like they did with Kong. It's just...
Hang on, I got this.
I got this.
So is Kong done?
No,
They're still in there.
it's still there.
Because I remember
They have the other Kong ride there too.
Yeah, because I remember it was like a giant fire and shit. And then
Well,
they shut
yeah,
it
well,
down.
the original, you know, that King Kong.
The original King Kong
Yeah.
burned.
Yeah, King Kong literally caught on
That
fire.
is gone. That one is gone.
But dude, yeah, like the Fast and the Furious is literally the lamest attraction Universal.
So Kenny saw Jurassic Asshole 3.
Yes.
And me and Simmons refused to fucking see it.
Really?
After the
That's
second
odd.
movie, I just refuse. I will not.
It was a movie.
I don't care. And Kenny said it was, like, even worse.
Wow, really?
Somehow managed to be even worse.
Oh,
Apparently,
no.
every single time Chris Pratt sees a dinosaur,
Yes.
he goes like this.
Every fucking
does the
dinosaur he
pose.
saw, he saw some big, medium-sized Tyrannosaurus kind of dinosaurs, and
He does the pose.
He did
Assume
it as
the
many
pose.
times as Neo blocked fucking bullets in the Matrix, reboot. He fucking did this.
Neo force pushed a lot.
Yeah,
in the Matrix,
and he did the
really.
same fucking thing.
Yeah, he, like, force
He did
pushed.
this.
And it's a movie apparently about grasshoppers.
Yes.
I could not
Jurassic
believe
Park.
what I was hearing. That
What do you mean
it-
grasshoppers?
It's actually worse.
It's about grasshoppers.
Movie about grasshoppers. That's all you get.
That's all you get.
No huge spoiler. It's a movie about grasshoppers.
Grasshoppers, and there's dinosaurs in it too.
Gotcha.
But the main plot of is Jurassic Park is grasshoppers.
Gotcha. I wonder how it did in the box office.
Great.
Yeah,
Is it great? Is it really?
They literally did great.
Because the original cast.
Yeah, because the original cast came back.
And
so
that was kind of like the best part.
but seeing the OGs
It's
come back.
crazy
Yeah.
to me that.
Let's go, Simmons. 7 seconds. Let's
The
go.
Jurassic World sequels would make the first Jurassic World movie look like high art.
Yes.
Like the first movie is like Jurassic Park 1 levels of
Yes.
film creation compared to the second and third one, apparently. And the fact that a movie could possibly be worse than the second one,
I don't
I
believe.
can't. It's hard to.
Because the first one was good.
First one was the first one was the absolute definition of fine.
Yeah.
Right. You know what? This could get better.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yes,
The
whatever.
premise leads to something that is fairly interesting. The T-Rex gets a nice big payoff in the end, right? It's great, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm enjoying myself. I'm glad I saw it.
Guess
The
what?
second movie was an absolute waste of fucking time.
Yeah, second movie was rough.
It was like almost. I felt embarrassed watching it at times.
Fallen Kingdom is the worst goddamn movie I've seen in theaters that was big budget. I mean, we've seen worse movies in theaters, but like big budget.
The dinosaur smirk, the big evil DNA imperative velociraptor looks at the camera and smirks
Mercs.
at some point.
Before it eats that
Before it
fucking
eats the
dude.
guy.
Wasn't it like a dream or some shit like that?
No, that you're thinking of Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah.
Tiffany, thank you.
Lorkhurst.
Somebody.
Tiffany.
Yes, no, the velociraptor fakes being asleep. I swear to God, looks into the camera and smiles as the guy is right next to him, and then eats the dude.
Nice. That's what
Like,
Max though. That's what real dinosaurs did though.
yeah,
They did
okay.
that. Yeah, they did that.
Yeah. No.
Holy shit, man!
Holy shit.
I could not, and that is not even like the worst part. That's just like the icing on the cake that eventually was like, I'm out.
I'm
Like,
done.
I can't handle anymore. I'm just done.
What was it called?
They were smart, yes. They also knew they were being filmed. That's what it was. They knew
Clever
they were
girl.
so smart. They knew they were in a movie.
Clever girl. So Kenny, in this one, did they get the shit right with the feathers
I mean, there was one in there.
that had feathers?
There was one raptor that had feathers. It was pretty cool looking, actually. But,
Okay.
there was one like new character. She was probably like one of the best parts of the new movie. You know, she was cool. But the best part, literally, like almost, it was Jeff Goldblum making fun of the movie.
That. Ooh. What about his daughter? Remember, he has a daughter.
Yeah, I mean, she was.
Did she make it back?
Yeah, she make it bad. She was
Oh, cool.
main
Okay.
part of the plot. Oh, not his daughter. No, his daughter. No,
Oh.
the daughter of Chris Pratt that they kidnapped.
Oh, okay.
The fuck?
Yeah, they added a girl Han Solo.
All
The
right.
girl who said they're just like me and released all the dinosaurs into the wild.
Oh, I forgot that chick character existed in the second
Yeah, I
movie. Yes,
saw it.
there's a dinosaur girl in the second movie.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes, there's a cloned dinosaur girl in the second movie. Completely forgot that.
Yeah, she's in the third movie, and she's very important because they need her DNA to stop the crickets.
Christ. Like
Makes Jurassic World high art.
the second movie when they're like, oh, the blue is dying. She needs a blood transfusion.
Yeah.
And they're like, it has to be a 3-toed dinosaur. Are there any other like? And they're like, what's that? We gotta go to the T-Rex. And they're sneaking around the cargo hold of the ship. And I'm like, that is not how. This is Futurama. That is not how DNA works. Good night.
Yeah. There's just some. You're asking a lot here.
Like, that was what they went with. Like, we're gonna have this moment of like, you know, hey, we're gonna like panic or whatever because this main character raptor is gonna be in trouble and gonna be dying, and it's gonna need blood, but there'll be no raptors around to give it blood, so it has to be a similar dinosaur that had 3 toes.
I don't even remember
The
this.
T-Rex. So he has to go and sneak into the T-Rex's like cargo hold while it's asleep. Yeah, and get blood out of it. And I was just like, I'm like, oh my god, like screaming internally.